So, Indian National Congress Association formed before Congress Banga Bas Prakash Sabha 18 by Raja Ram Mohan Roy Association East India Association 18 by Dadabhai Naroji Pune Sarvajik Sabha 1870 by M. G. Grande First Indian to qualify Satyanarayana Narendra Tagore Indian League 1870 by Sir I. Bengali Amrit Bazar Patrika Indian National Association 1870 by Subhash Chandra Banerjee Andaman Bose Bombay Presidency Association 1885 by Pirojik Mehta K. N. Tilgan Badruddin Tyagi Madras Mahajan Sabha 1884 G. Subramaniam MP under childhood Dadabhai Naroji first British Indian Member of Parliament Calcutta National Income Poverty Line first by him Rosh Goftar Weekly Community Voice of India Poverty and Britain Rule India Human Rights Theory and used the term Swaraj for first time. Also known as Grand Old Man of India, three-time Congress President 80, 86, 80, 99, 60, 03, formation of ornithologist Alien Octavian Human qualified as father of Indian ornithologists in 1885. First session was planned to held in Pune, however not possible due to plague. First session held in Gokul while Sanskrit College, Bombay 72 delegated. This no one participated and two Muslim participate Irbit Bill by Albert 1884 by Ripon a measure that allows senior Indian magistrate to preside over cases involving British subjects in India. But this received a huge backlash. Different theories, safety value theory by Lala Lajpat Rai, Mother Monthly magazine by Young Indian conspiracy theory, R.P. Dutt, lightning conductor theory, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Vaishwe at the time of formation of Congress, Durfin called Congress a factory of sedition. Important sessions of Congress: first 1885 W.C. Banerjee Bombay 72 delegate attended, second 88-86 Dadabhai Naoroji Calcutta 434 delegate attended, third 1886 7 Badruddin Tyabji Madras first Muslim president of Congress, 14th 88 Julia Laba first vice president of Congress, 1896 in Calcutta national song Vande Mataram was sung for the first time by Tagore, written by Bankim Chatterjee. 1901 Calcutta first time Gandhi appeared. 1905 Banaras Swadesh movement was founded later. Gopal Krishna Gokhale 1906 in Calcutta. Dadabhai Naoroji fought the resolution Swaraj Swadesh by national education. 1907 RGB Ghosh Congress spread during the time in extremist and moderates. 1911 First time national anthem Jana Gana Mana Sangeet by Rabindranath Tagore. 1916 in Lucknow Ambika Charan Majumdar merger of Lucknow pact signed between Muslim League and INS. 1917 Kilata Anibesan first woman president of Congress. 1924 Belgium Belgaum Karnataka Mahatma Gandhi only session presided by Gandhi. 1925 Iranpur Sarojini first Indian woman president of Congress and first woman governor of any Indian state. Uttar Pradesh. 1929 in Lahore, Jawaharlal Nehru, President of Indira Gandhi, in January 26, 1930 was officially declared to be celebrated as the first Independence Day. 1931 in Karachi, Sardar Patel 1937 Firozpur Jawahar 30th and 19 was declared to be declared his first Independence Day. His third birth anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose also celebrated his Parakram Divas. 1938-1939 Gandhiji vs Subhash Chandra Bose in 1938 session held at Haripur, Gujarat, and Subhash Chandra Bose was elected President of Indian National Congress. 1990 Tripura and Subhash Chandra Bose was re-elected as President, while Gandhiji was not in favor of Subhash Chandra Bose, leading to his region as a Congress President. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president in 1939. Madan Mohan Malviya presided Indian National Congress session now summer of time. J.P. Kilpani president at the last session of independent India and also during the time of independence. Youngest president of Indian National Council Abul Kalam Azad, Governor General Waring Hastings. 1173-85 Regulating Act 77 First Governor General of Bengal Period Change Act 1784 Anglo-Malta War 1775-82 Treaty of Salabai signed 82 Second Anglo-Mysore 1780-84 Assistic Society of Bengal 1784 Called Holi 1786-90 Third Anglo Treaty of Seringan-Patnam Permanent Settlement 1973 Death of India Tom in Ghaziapur. He was the father of Indian Civil Services. Wellesley 1970-05, Second Maratha War 1903-05, Port Mysore War 1799, Treaty of Basan 1800 signed during a tenure between Bajirao II British East India Company, Lloyd Winter 1807-13, Treaty of Amritsar 1809 signed between Ranjit Singh versus British Hastings 1813-23, Third Maratha War 1870-90, Anglo-Nepal War Treaty of Seguli signed 1814-1816, made a system by Munro and Reedy, William Bentinck 1828-35, First Governor General of India 1829, Abolition of Sati surprises. Third abolished critical code, father of modern education for placement 1835. During his time, Metcalfe 1835-36 he is also known Libertier of Indian Places, Auckland 1836-42, First Afghan War 1838-42, Harding 1844-48, First Anglo-Sikh War Treaty of Lahore signed, Dalhousie 1848-56, Doctrine of Leaves 1848, First Railway 1856 from Bombay to Dhani 34 km, Bedouin Image Act 1856, Canning and Dalhousie. Postal Act, telegraph lines spread across world woods dispatch 1805 Magna Carta of India and education. He founded Public Work Department (PWD). Second Anglo-Sikh War 1848-49. Viceroy Canning 1856-57. 1857 he became the first Viceroy of Indian Council. He abolished Mayo 1860-87 report census held at the time not complete uncolonized in 1872. He established a statistical survey of India linked in 1876-80 Arms Act 1978. Workplace Act 1878 to print local news. First newspaper Bengal Gazette by James August Weekly was published during his time. First Delhi Darbar 1887 to proclaim Queen Victoria as Empress of India. He lowered the maximum age before certain 21 to 1981, 1876-1880, Ilbert Bill controversy, Republican Press, first synchronized competitions held in 81. Hunter Commission idea set of which was relative education, Factory 1881, Dufferin 1884, 1888, formation of Congress, Curzon 1899-1905, partition of Bengal Indian University, Calcutta Corporation Act, Kichar controversy, young husband mission to Tibet, built on 2nd 1905-1910, Muslim League formed in 1906 by Aga Khan, Surat split, Ardling 2nd 1910-19 third Delhi Darbar for King George capital shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. Clisford 1921 Government of India 1990 Montesquieu reform Rowlatt Act the level of power. Move on to next topic that was Indus Valley civilizations. And in Valley Indus Valley Harappan civilization 2000 to 1750 BC discovered near Indus River also known as Bronze Age. Early Harappan phase 300 to 60 BC. Common Era matured to 1900 BC. Common Era later phase 19 to 17 before Common Era. The name by John Marshall, Director Archaeological Survey of India, first chairman of Archaeological Survey of Alexander Kearney, father of archaeology. Suratgarh Bacterium archaeological complex, Mundane semen culture, Kullu culture, Kulli culture, Venapal, Champala, Ganerwal, Pandyal, Almendole, Vira, Surkondia, Somnath, Kalibala, कालीबंगा, मिठान, राखीगिरी, चोलिस्तान बोलते थे इस एरिया को। मंडा, रावी, लाहौर, शाह, खोला, सारी, जहांग, तारका, कुल्ली, लिवा, मूसोपल्ली, गुम्मू, दलीपुर, हरप्पन, स्टूपर, सतलुज, लाहौर, रामबोरी, दियारी, गुमला, रम्मान, जमलीपुर, दोरकोट, मेरगढ़, सिपी, संद्रसवाली, सुकार, गोडदीस, चंद्ररी, मोहनजी दड़ो, लोमडियारो, सुतकैन, गेंडो, मारकारान कोस्ट, अली हरप्पन इधर, दिल्ली हरप्पन इधर आ गए। नॉर्थर्न है मांडा कश्मीर, अलमगिरी यूपी, ईस्टर्न मोस्ट दामाद महाराष्ट्र, साउथर्न मोस्ट उत्तराखंड पाकिस्तान, वेस्ट मोस्ट कैरेक्टर ऑफ हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन एग्रीकल्चर डोमेस्टिक animal to town planning drainage system domestic architecture social difference craft production trade and commerce script weather religious practice end of Harappan agriculture major wheat and barley cotton latent chicken some militarized rare distinct feature of Indus Valley civilization Greeks and neighbors known for cotton agriculture technology wool on seal and terracotta used for plugging terracotta model of log found in Cholistan in Manual plug field at Kali two set of four at right angles is two different background together. Canal at Surat Gai, Afghanistan water reservoir Dolpur, Dolavira, copper tool harvesting iron was not known to them. Sandal queen for grinding krills. That was the sandal queens. Furo wore small parallel channel made to carry water and to irrigate the crops. Animal domestication, this was the seal bull for plugging cattle like sheep, goat, buffalo, pig, bull. Bones of Borogarel, deer, fish, and fowls are also found. No evidence of horse and cow are not found. Bone or discovered. Surkot, though town planning most unique feature of urban or development of urban area, urban bricks for agriculture, process citadel, alcohols, and fortification done. Citadel are built smaller but higher town. It was called physically separate, special public purpose lower larger but lower town also was meant for residents. Building it was for ritual bathing and religious practice. Great bath 12 kilometer and depth 2.4. Warehouse Great Bath at Monjada rectangular tank special ritual bath watertight using mortar and gypsum suitable for plastering wall and building structure and to avoid the leakage of water. From the tanks, stupa, minimum amount of dead, exception of town like Dolavira and Chandra divided into three parts of the Chundawara had no citadel. The entire settlement was fortified in section within the town, also surrounded by walls. The citadel with local was not walled or fortification but was built at height. The settlement was first planned then new plant accordingly. Bricks and or bricks and ratio to ratio and bricks as at all the Harappan's little. Granite is the largest building in Mohenjo-daro. It was used for the storage of grain. Circular brick granary, 6 granary in each row, 2 rows, total 12 granaries found in Harappan grand pattern road cut each other at 90 degree. Some pieces fit most distinct feature of a civilization grid pattern road straight interesting and right angle drainage system was not unique to large cities but were found in small settlements as well as example of them made with burnt bricks. Some pits were made between rain to clean solid waste. Limestone was used for the cover. Domestic architecture, residential building, every house had its own bathroom, many houses had walls. Concerns were no window in the wall along the ground level. The maintenance does not give a direct view of interior courtyard or were made up of wood. Many were centered on the courtyard with rooms on all sides. Tracking social difference trading murals, some gravels contains rain ornaments believe that it can be used as after jewelry found burial of both men and women dead were burned with copper mines. Mirrors Harappan did not believe in the burning fishes, seeing with the dead ornaments consist of three shell earrings, jasper, beds, and red of microwave was found near the skull of male at the Harappan coffin burial found in Harappan. Urn burial do not join burials seen mostly in Lothal. This devoted to crop production including beads making, seals cutting, metal working, seal making and weight making. Nageshwar, Gujarat and Balapur, Pakistan Center for Seal Making, Bangladesh Ladies Inlay, Sundari Lothal and Dholavira specialized drill found seal deceping ship and boat, Jedi stone, trade and commerce, Nageshwar, Balapur, Soratgiri, Lapis, Paruch, Lajoy, South Rasta, North Rasta, Lim Kriti and Oman settlement, South India copper, gold, Caroline, Lapis Lazuli, contact with distinct land Mesopotamia, Tex Magma, Oman copper, Diluma, Iceland of Brahman, Melun, they were known as land of Sifar. Civilization of Iran between Tigris and Euphrates River, Nile, Egypt, Egypt, Iraq, Mesopotamian, Dalumia, Melula, seals, filled with seals, rectangular, cylindrical, Mesopotamian, circle, Brahmina, Harappan seals, Medopox, satellites, Saturn, contain animal motifs, and in front of a line writing probably containing the name and title of the owner. The script are not alphabetical and are put together. The most inscriptions are short and longest contain about 26 signs. They were written from right to left. Script were known as Bustrofidon. They were found on jewelry, bone, road seals, copper tools, jar, and an ancient signboard. Protosiva and Yogi Postic wheel. Harappan did not know about land animals in buffalo, elephant, tiger, rhino, and deer. Better system was prominent. Exchange was regulated by precise wet revenue found in Maidstone called Chet, Sukor, Orohira Hills, limestone, chet blades were produced and sent to various urban settlements. Ancient lower denominations of weight binary, higher religious practice, they worship unusual or unfair object, mother goddess, fish king, fire altars above Alibanga and Rodha were seen in multiple ocean scenes. Terracotta figure of a human symbolizes tree growing out of embryo represent Mother Earth made of a flame found in Mohenjo-daro. Fish king made of satellite found of Mohenjo-daro. Height 6.9 cm. Dancing girl status made of bronze in Tirubanga Mudra. Height 10.5 meter. Found in Mohenjo-daro. Religious practice examine seals unicorn horn animal links contains troll. Worship a symbol of Shiva. Protosea seal Pasupati. Ogre color pottery black red ware pottery painted grey ware pottery ling one horn animal unicorn. Decline of Harappan possible reason climate change deforestation excessive flood shifting or dying up of river or foreign invasion. Harappan Punjab Pakistan Ravi 1925 Dayaram Saini 6 centuries in a row. Chahundra Sindh Indus by Gopal Majumdar Sita South Citadel Mohenjo-daro Sindh Indus by R.D. Banerjee. Bronze dancing girl status weird man made of certified clay figure of Bollywood is created by the Lothal Gujarat Bogova Asar Rao. Ancient Fort Dockyard was found terracotta ship fire altar joint burial burn double wire. Mural Kalipanga Rajasthan Gaggar Black Bengals Forget Fields House and their own wheels and five altars. Sudkon Gujarat coastal fate cities Dholavira or Gujarat Kutch area divided in three parts given giants reservoir found Rakigiri Haryana Ghaggar largest city in the Indian terracotta village is Barihana Haryana oldest Indian valley civilization sites Banni Wali Haryana Ghaggar vs RS Party Lake of Grand Pattern Bird Lake Rupar Punjab Satluj Burli with dog over Burnley Petix Sonalui extended burial. Move on to next topic that was inflations and employment. Increase in general level of prices of goods and services. Purchasing power decrease in case of employee GDP deflector NR in 2000. In money illusion counts AMV is equal during inflation debitor borrower paid more than lenders 10,000 debitor and borrower GLJ adjusts to inflation cause of inflation demand pull demand side inflation too many dollars chasing too few goods cost plus supply side inflation increasing cost of manufacture of producing input cost more weightage given to food and beverage highest housing 10% fuel and power 6.8% measurement of inflation wholesale WPI more weightage given to manufacture 64.2% primary article 22. Fuel and power 13.5 wholesale price index more weightage to manufacturing who does not capture the changes in this price of service. Consumer price index more weightage to food items check for consumer perspective service consumer retail level. WPO base year 2000 first time produced in 1942 pre-independence. Published by Office of Economy, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. CPI base year 2011 published by National Statistic Office and CO Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Base year 1986 and CPI Industrial Work Base year 2006 Base year 1986 87 by Labor Bureau Ministry of Labor CPI Agriculture Work CPI Rural Work CPI Combined Rural Urban Base year 2002 NSO and Mosby WRBI use CP combined to target inflation at 1000 quick cost of fixed basket of goods in current year cost of fixed basket of goods in base year CPI and the cost of fixed basket of goods and services in the current year, cost of fixed basket of goods and services in the base year. Type of inflation creeping threes working for certain running tens and galloping doses and hyper social. Core RBI will use combined CPI for its mandatory core inflation, headline inflation, volatile goods, crude oil, food items, deflation rate of inflation in degrees 10,875, deflation opposites of inflation fall in the general level of prices, purchasing power increase. Index of Industrial Production base year 2011 told published by CSI Central Statistical or MOPS Theoretical Industry at 40%. Refinery product electricity, steel, coal, natural gases, cement, fertilizer, crude oil. It tracks the industry output. WPI and CA focus on primary change, but IP focus on measuring the quality produced. Phillips curve inflation and employment has inverse relationship. Phillips curve high low in employment, low inflation, high employment. Stagflation inflation. Phillips curve down unemployment increase, no economic activity. Stagnant plus inflation. Stagflation. Great Depression 2939, Great Recession 2007-9, economy downturn, unemployment rate persisted 67%. Suppose job were unable to find job and so we use three methods to measure unemployment. You use first stage approach, country wiki stage approach, daily stage approach, types of unemployment, structural element. There is a mismatch between worker skill and ability of job. Technological advance like machine replacing farmer labor, educator employee degree and WCT are very required of India. Fixable time over specific of a new option. Example, employee leaving current job to move to better ones in unemployment disguise unemployment, hidden employment when some people cheat to unpleasant employer but not marginal productive zero agriculture sector cycling resurgence economy ups. When decision is there is opportunity to employ in urban grade decision subtype seasonal employment based on the seasonal base in more rural part of India, light of fire workers salary during Diwali. Classical unemployment, also known as real wage unemployment, it occurs when the real wage of is too high, which leads to more job seekers than job of natural employment, refer to lowest unemployment level, a healthy economic and sustain without causing inflation. Marginal worker versus main workers. Marginal workers one who is employed for less than 6 months or 83 days. Main workers one who is employed more than 6 months for 83 days. Organized and unorganized sector. Organized sectors. Unorganized sector. This sector is unregulated by government. This sector is registered under government in such way working hour working conditions. Social Security etc. is regulated by the government. Term of employment is regular. Term of employment is not regular. Bhagwat Committee of 1973 presented a report on unemployment. This committee was officially named as the Task Force of Employment and Income Distribution. Manrega, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2000 provides the 100 day of employment unskilled manual labor to adult member of a rural household. It was first introduced as Narega in 2005, however was enforced in 2006. Narega to Manrega on 2nd October 2009. According to recent study in India, the majority of employed people are at a secondary education and above levels. Move on to next topic, that was international organizations. International organizations. United Nations Foreigner Organization, the League of World Nations 1990, Treaty of Versailles, French International Labour Organization for UN Formation Date, UN Confirmation on International Organization 1945, and it was presented October 1945. 50 countries and plus one India included. Poland, New Year Marathon Long Global Olive Branch, naming term Franklin Roosevelt, Secretary General Otin Guterres, Portugal, total countries 193. Components of UN, total 6. All the UN journalism signed by all UN members, UN Security Council 15 members, UN Economic and Social Council, United Trustship Council, UN Secretary, International Court of Justice. Successor of PCIG established 1920, 15 about 9 years. For The Hague, UNDP headquarters New York, UNHCR Geneva, UNFPA headquarters New York, was governed 99 within the independence of Palau. United Nations Security Council permanent member 5, non-permanent member 10, Indian State Times for 2 years was Jan 2021, 2031, October 22, members Britain, France, China, America, Russia. Most number of time Japan office Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Spanish, funds of program, United Nations Child Funds. Headquarters New York, established 1947. The United Nations Environment promoted by UN General Assembly Stockholm Conference. UNEP World Meteorological 1988. Headquarters Geneva, Switzerland. HQ Virginia. Climate changes host 9 multiple environment agreement MEA Convention on Biological Diversity 99 New York and Antarctic and related to access of genetic resources related to access of genetic resources and hazards. Convention on International and Endangered Species of Fauna and Geneva, Switzerland, and Iceland. International Conservation of Nature, at least headquarters Gland, Switzerland. Convention on Migratory Species, Main Convention regarding protection of John held in 1985. Minamata Convention regarding mercury poison, Basel Convention on transboundary movement of hazardous waste, Stockholm Student on testing organic pollutants, Odrum Convention on hazardous chemical intelligent monoprotical CS chlorofluorocarbon 1987, Food Rome, Italy, Food and Agriculture Organization, Rome, Italy, International Civil Aviation Organization, Headquarters, Montreal, Canada, Chicago Convention, International Fund for Agriculture, Lebanon, Rome, Italy, 1977, International Labour Organization, 1953, Versailles, Headquarters, Geneva, Switzerland, International Monetary Fund Currency, HDR, Special Roaming Right from Britain, Hong Kong, 1944, both established 1955, probably going to an organized private combined headquarters, Washington, D.C. IBRAD, one of the 5 institutions that make up the World Bank, International Maritime Organization headquarters, London, UK, International Telecommunication Union headquarters, Switzerland, UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization established 1945, headquarters, Paris and France, UN Industrial Development Organization headquarters, Vietnam, Australia, WIPO headquarters, Geneva, Switzerland, World Health Organization, Geneva, established 7th of April 1948, UNCTAD, Union Council Trade and Development, headquarters Geneva, 1964, WT, ILO, WIPO, headquarters Geneva, Iceland, WNODC, Union Office of Drug and Crime, 1997, Vietnam, Australia. The Commission on Refugees won 2 Nobel Prize in 1954, headquarters Geneva, Switzerland. UNESCOP, Union Economic Social Conference for Asia and Pacific for Bangkok, Thailand. ILO won Nobel Peace Prize in 1969. WWF won in 2000. and Energy Agency for established 1957 headquarters Vienna in Australia. World Intellectual Property Organization at Geneva, Switzerland. Established 1995 through Meyer Kernel in 1994 and Macro replaced the regional arrangement of trade and tax for 23 countries. Established 1948, Director General Nazoin Okul and Nilgiri Sarkar, South Asian Association for Religious Cooperation, established in Dhaka, Bangladesh, at December. Headquartered Kathmandu, Nepal, total 8 plus 9, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Tricks to remember Malaysia, Bora, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Ashima, countries, Mahabatiswal, Indian Film Laos. Association of Southeast Asia, Quarter, Jakarta, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sector Technical Economical Cooperation, Headquartered Dhaka, Bangladesh. Member country Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Nepal, Bhutan. First set youth state Gandhinagar, Gujarat, established. China, South Korea, rest members Saudi Arabia, Egypt, UAE, Ethiopia, Iran, Indonesia, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, established China, Russia, 2000, headquarters Beijing, China, That's really the terrestrial headquarters, total members 9, Tajikistan, Russia, Uzbekistan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, India, 2007, Iran, latest member joined in 2003. Asian Development total members 68, Philippines, Maduro, established 96, European Union, established 1 Jan 1958, Treaty of Rome, members 27, BRICS at 2, headquarters Brazil, Belgium, 2002, awarded Nobel Prize, was ever were carried out to Euro as a currency, total 20 countries, established 2002, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, North Atlantic Treaty 1949, total members 27, Election Union for USSR disintegration 99 collective security territory organized lines leadership and system six powers throughout the states are namely Russian, Tajikistan, latest Finland. Brazil's Belgium International Solar and Concept PM Mode in 2000 Willie Stadium. Indian Africa Summit member 120 TG Ajay Mathur headquartered Gurgaon Arena G20 group of countries now 21 established 1999 92 EU African Union of Permanent Securities. Brazil, South America, India, China, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, South America, South Africa, Turkey, UK, USA. G is the group of international organization group following four countries: Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Russia, United Kingdom, United Nations. Russia was in 1997, however, was suspended independently in 2014, established in seven countries: Germany, France, Japan, USA, Italy, Canada. Parliament of World Federation, Malaysia, Global Innovation Initiative, Incident, Collier, Links, Poland, Reporter, Geneva, Switzerland, One Economic Forum, Collier, Table Tennis Federation, Lausanne, Switzerland, Headquarter World Food Organization, Forum, Palestine, SK with Human Rights, UK Headquarter International Bureau of Emergency, Interpol, Headquarter Society, International Court for always to work together, even better countries and other diplomatic areas. As Indian National coordinating international police cooperation through the Interpol channels and facilities the return of fugitive and exchange of criminal data. Bharat Ball, developed by Central Bureau and CBI and Portfolio Central and State is connected with International Crime Police Interpol for real-time information sharing, replacing a previous system. CBI had this axis red notice wanted person, yellow notice missing, blue no additional information, black notice under unidentified bodies, green notice warning and intelligence organ, orange immunity, purple notice modes of and Parliamentary Council, special notice groups, and individuals subject to UN sections of the oil and petrol exporting countries headquartered in Australia, fit for financial task force, North America, Mayo State 1980 initiative, G7 country headquartered Paris and France. Move on to next topic that was latitude and longitude and rotational evolutions. Age of Earth technique used radioactive initiative understand 1905 different potassium Rhodium, sodium metal, rhodium carbon dating metal, chlorine 36 dating metal, carbon dating C14 latest shape of Earth, the shape of the geoorbital related platform. And if the central and lotus at poles possess a value center 6356176378157 due gravity for towards the centrifugal when actual shapes centrifugal inertial force centrifugal or centripetal forces. Remember the goal two types of force plane force rise or resistance and take away from centers. 1404 when polar circumambigular what is buried till it is 23.4 degrees, the Earth rotates counterclockwise from polarized equator. Yes. Minutes and maximum equator and minimum set for test rotation speed of the 23.67 orbital rotation speed 24 hour revolution orbit 365. Revolution 365 6 hour 9 minutes 9 second orbit 99 minutes. The maximum orbit current minimum orbit Neptune. Distance of Perine when nearest to Sun Perine January 14 7 000001 farthest in 25 money out when the inclination of actual inclination of Earth on its 223 and how do the other outer nations 66.5 degree hemisphere, equal divisions of Earth into equator divide the global horizontal into equal for northern and southern and prime Indian international dateline divide the global vertical eastern and western hemisphere. Latitudinal, longitudinal, imaginary lines are horizontal lines, vertical line, latitudes, imaginary horizontal lines on the globe that run from east to west, angular distance to a place from equator, 11 degrees of latitude, 111 km approximate distance between each latitude is same. Frigid, temperate, torrid, temperature, direct reaction, do not fall behind the tropics. Input and latitude 0 latitude and into 20 and out of climate low temperature on and news mountain. Only region that can be represent 24 hours of lights. Over the globe, that north is angular distance from prime meridian distance from each latitude varies from pole to other least distance at pole. Total length is 66. All great scales of the importance made by 0 degree broad was most away from primarily increase at that time. Our 14 inch west from primary that time will decrease now. So always taking point out. For a rising topic of vibrations. Long dance shortage. Vibration theory. Concept of so that can what is that? North Pole was on its correction. The Tokyo southern Great Morning and the pole was and for a position other end of the polar tilted of the sun and experience spring in the energy atom is autumn spring is autumn energy spring or summer solstice universe atoms summer and spring on the morning earth. Because we have scored by moon no Simon playing sunlight. Total so annuals were chill solar. Full moon on the Purnima earth low sunlight. Moon scatter moonlight visual light scatter storage. Below two full moon in a month 30% better lunar eclipse by moon appears bigger than its sun moon condition for Mural light shadow mural dark shadow mural and full shadow solar eclipse moons. Left target is more direct than in water level sunrise speeds. Along each other's snip tire correction 2 times is one the in larger quarter phase, third quarter phase. Swing tires here the greatest tires of water level between high and low tires. Floor tires for that can move land go towards or go to idle weight when the incoming tide at the peak of flood current is high tide. Gulf of Kutch enjoys maximum tidal energy. The opposite of flood current is wave current, which is outgoing tidal that move away from the shore. That was the whole point of today.